Let's quickly run you through the grid again then for this senior Rotax 8 final. We've got Guy Cunnington and Lewis Gilbert on the front row of the grid with Jack Lee and Archie Walker in behind. Then it's Joshua Graham, Lucas Ellingham, Brandon Clyde Nagelvort, Louis Weaver, Tyler Hallis and Archie Buttle rounding out the top 10. Behind them, Spencer Brown, Sam Baker, Gustas Uzakov, Samuel Cook, Ethan Ling, Ben Balloon, Liam Phillips, Jack Gillingham, William Pemble and Zaki Hussain round out the top 20. Then it's Lewis Wild, Alex Duncan, Stefan Catchmashik, Ross Tyler, James Tester, Oliver Johnson, Benjamin Southgate, Reg Hayward, Finley Hayes, William Young, Jack Collins, Philip Rawson, Ralph Younging and Piotr Judovic. There, the 30 karts out on circuit for this one, but they're already making it round to the final sector, and we're almost ready to get the final race of the day underway. Adam Reed.
Oh my goodness me. Shall we get this going? I'm excited. You're excited, John. Let's go racing for the final time this evening. In towards the first corner, just chucking the kart in and just hoping this sticks to the road and really seeing the kart being ragged about. It's an absolute sight of beauty. Through Christmas corner, somebody's on the grass. Not ideal. Hopefully they won't pick up anything and find a load of grass when they go home tonight in their racing. But in towards Ashby, is getting very, very tight up in there as usual. But they're just continuing the flow of the circuit, keeping it 9. It's turned at this moment in time. Now they're going to start finding that rhythm for making their way in towards the booth. Are we going to be seeing anything in towards this first lap? Seeing if anyone is going aggressive in these early stages. It's not ideal to go aggressive in these early stages, but you can see they're hopping and skipping and jumping over that chicane once again.
Jack Lilly nearly thinking about a move there through the bottom section of the booth through the final corners. I thought it might be a little send to the apex through the final right-hander, but thought better of it. Sticks behind for now anyway, does Jack Lilly, but he's looking rather quick. He has now got Lewis Gilbert for company though in behind him on the number 4 plated car. It's not too far back then to Joshua Graham and Archie Walker either. And then Lucas Ellingham, your reigning champion, reigning WM plate holder, pressing on from 6th place then. So it is still Guy Cunnington leading the way, but for how much longer can he hold on to it?
Oh, it'll be interesting to see how these guys approach it, especially that top 3 at this moment in time. They look pretty close, but you've also got, I believe that's Joshua Graham and Archie Walker there in, those two just switching there. Walker and Graham there in P4 and 5. So they're going to maybe try and work together as a teammate, see if they can maybe work something out there. Jack Lilly really starting to try and get the hammer down, but Lewis Gilbert is going to be all over the number 93 there as they head into Ashby. Any chance of an overtaking at this moment in time? They're still just continuing to just work it all out here. And that line of karts there, I believe that was Archie Bootle and against Nagelvort and Viva for 8th, 9th and 10th in there.
Yeah, Brandon Klein Nagelvort lost a couple of places on the last lap, dropping from P7 to P9, but as they cut ball big off. There was one driver with their nose cone totally up in front of their face there as they rejoined as well. I'm struggling to work out where that is on the track. That's on the exit at Osiers, heading down into Sector 3. We've had 3 or 4 drivers off then, tumbling down the order, and that's been a big change heading on to lap number 4 then. Ross Tyler lost 3 places on that lap. William Young lost 5, and then we had the drivers off were Piotr Judovic, Stefan Kaczmarzyk, Oliver Johnson, and then Zaki Hussain we lost from a mechanical flag as well there. So all chopping and changing through that part of the order, and it's changed at the front as well. Through goes Lewis Gilbert into 2nd place. He's relegated Jack Lilly down into 3rd, and now we've got Archie Walker and Joshua Graham coming into play as well. 5 karts in a train now, and Lucas Ellingham isn't too far behind either as we head below 7 minutes to go.
Yeah, but you've got to keep those 5 cars batting and really just hope and pray. Keep your fingers crossed that these cars just keep batting, but Cunnington has got a bit of a lead there, but up the inside there goes Archie Walker. He wanted to make that move, and he's now going to see himself make up a place here, and I wonder if Walker will start to maybe go on the attack here and maybe just try and go for the lead. He did get the fastest lap last time around with a 45.7, so confidence gaining in that number 7 car as he continues to fly on. Oh, we've got a slippery flag there, so maybe a bit of oil, so that's probably why those bottom drivers dropped in the field.
Indeed, yeah, an odd one to see. I mean, we've seen it once already today, but it is unusual to see the slippery surface flag out as we've got another mechanical flag, this time for Ethan Ling. So that's in 14th place for Ethan. Sadly for him, he's going to have to come into the pits at the end of this lap. and he won't make it into the race. Move for the lead though. Through goes Lewis Gilbert on Guy Cunnington, and he gets to the sharp end of the order, does Lewis Gilbert. It looks like it's been on for the last few laps as he slowly meandered his way through the guys in the top places here in this senior Rotax A final, and finally to the front goes Lewis Gilbert.
Really just great stuff there. They're really on it right at this moment in time. There goes Cunnington up the inside once again, so not wanting to relinquish the lead that easily. They hop over the chicane once again and try and get the best exit they can out of that final corner, and Cunnington is really on the limit here. You can see that Gilbert just in behind, and Archie Walker is also going to have a look in here as they approach Christmas. Very defensive goes Cunnington, but look who's that Archie Walker up the inside. He managed to grab a place in there, and Joshua Graham is just at the back of this queue here. Ellingham is also starting to make gains in here too. He is probably within a 0.9 of a second of this gaggle of carts.
Yeah, that was Joshua Graham down the inside of Jack Lilly there at the bottom of the hill. Makes it stick. Into fourth place he goes. So what was that? Maybe a lap that we had with a leader that wasn't Guy Cunnington, but back to the front he goes. Through follows Archie Walker to second place. Archie and Lewis looking very quick here, but if they can't work together here and form a little bit of a truce, it's not going to be too long until Guy Cunnington is able to run away with this win out front. Okay, we were a little bit frustrated we had to wait for so long for this race, but what a race to wait for. Here's a change to second place again. Down the inside goes Lewis Gilbert, takes it away, but he's going to be hoping that doesn't give the chance for Guy Cunnington to start to stride away at the front. But Lewis Gilbert, feeling he's that little bit faster than Archie Walker, moves himself ahead for now.
Yeah, I think Cunnington had a bit of a gap there, but that's starting to close down. I was worried about Walker and Gilbert making that move because I thought that that was going to lead to Cunnington being able to get away, but it seemed apparently not here, because that is going to be Lewis Gilbert right on the rear of that number 152 car out of that final corner, zipping away and just going up the kilometers an hour, really zipping away here. And what can they do down in towards Christmas? I thought Archie Walker had a really good exit through there. Is he going to try and go again here, or is he going to hold back? He decides to hold back, which is very interesting. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, John, he's got his teammate up his back end. Yeah, so just gave me the thumbs up.
Is indeed, yeah. Archie Walker and Joshua Graham, both KR Sport drivers, working together nicely here, and I think potentially maybe why Archie Walker felt he could sit behind there and keep pushing Lewis Gilbert back towards the lead. But here, look, it was only a couple of checks over the shoulder in the last couple of corners for Archie Walker, and that's just allowed for Lewis Gilbert to get that couple of tenths of a second gap, close back down the gap to Guy Cunnington the lead. 3 minutes left to go on the clock then, and once more the top 5 drivers line astern as they come under the start-finish gantry. Bit of argy-bargy through Oblivion and Crook, through Fine Lady up towards Christmas Corner, but already covering off that inside line is Guy Cunnington and holding on to the place for now, but not long left to go on the clock, and now it's Lewis Gilbert who takes the fastest lap of the race. Big defensive move to the inside of Ashby for Guy Cunnington. No one can seemingly find a way past him as of yet.
Oh, this is going to get very tight up in here. I think it's some really good defensive work there by Cunnington, but I think he might be using a little too much from the tyre, because they're going to be right on the loose end. They're going to decide to be very worn, as is everybody else's. So it's that's a little bit of who's got that little bit of life left that they can use in those last couple of moments. We've got 2 minutes and 16 seconds and counting left on the clock, plus that one lap. And as we all know, John, that plus one lap could mean everything. Big defense there from Cunnington once again.
Yeah, exactly. One extra lap can change everything in a race as close as this. And look at all these drivers closing in now, possibly the change to the lead. Cunnington doesn't quite hold off the inside line, but just holds on to the place. 2 drivers getting forced out wide on the exit there and dropping a position or 2. That's given a slight bit of breathing room to Guy Cunnington and Lewis Gilbert in the top 2 positions here. Gilbert might check over the shoulder and realise, hey, we've got a bit of breathing room here. Let's just push on together, Guy, and leave the top 2 places to us. Or will he think, no, I want that lead, I want that clear out at the front of the field, and go for it himself? We've not got long to wait and see, but how many karts is this now? Across the line they come to start a new lap of the race, and only 2 seconds now separate the top 9 karts as we head into the last minute and a half of racing. Again, defensive move made to the inside at Christmas Corner for Guy Cunnington, and Lewis Gilbert can't find a way past.
But look at this, there's now 4 karts in the battle for the lead here, pulling a very defensive shape. There was Cunnington, and you can see this defense is absolutely massive, but but can he keep that up for another 2 laps? Gilbert wanted to go for the inside. He wanted to put his nose in, but he knows better. He knows to wait it out and go on that last lap. That is going to be the absolute deciding point of this race. Look at this. This is absolutely unbelievable. This is Whilton Kart Club at its finest, at its best, at its peak.
Fantastic racing, all drivers involved. Now we've got like the top 10 pretty much in a train. I think even further now really, top 15 maybe even in a train, but it's all dropping and changing up towards Christmas corner. All different lines being chosen there by the drivers at the front, all managing to stay as they were. No drivers finding the green stuff on the outside. There's a late move to the inside there for a driver getting up through the order nicely. I think that might be Brandon Klein-Nagelvort. Still, Guy Cunnington somehow able to make his car as wide as a bus, and no one able to squeeze through. Into the final sector they come then. Less than 10 seconds left to go on the timer. This is going to be close. I think we might be going on to the last lap now, ladies and gentlemen. Timer ticks to 0. Final lap on the board. Off we go then for 1,054 metres of racing. Adam Reed, take us through this last lap.
Here we go. This is it. In towards Christmas. Will Gilbert go for the move? No, because Cunnington is absolutely defending like an absolute trooper. Who's that sliding up the inside? That may have been Lucas Ellingham, I think, but once again Gilbert trying to go to the outside line. Forget park the bars, park the 152 Guy Cunnington car, because this is absolutely scintillating. Look at Gilbert trying up the inside there. This is absolutely superb. Will he try the outside to the boot? Yes, he will. Can he try and get a switch back here? Because Cunnington is now just feeling it here. But look at that. He's right on the back tail here. But I don't think he's going to get anything unless he can slide that nose up the inside. No, it's going to be Guy Cunnington to cross the line. And that is worthy of a massive, massive round of applause. That is unbelievable. And we've saved probably the best to last. No red flags, no yellow flags, just clean racing for what, 11, 12 minutes, and it's just been wow.
Fantastic. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was definitely one worth waiting around for. Fantastic. We had a bit of a stoppage there for a few red flags, but we've brought the day to a close in the most fantastic fashion with, look at that, the top 14 under 5 seconds, the top 6 under 1 second coming across the line there. Guy Cunnington in first to Joshua Graham in 6.8 of a second. As you mentioned, Adam, that is Whilton Kart Club racing at its best. And what a way to start your Whilton Kart Club commentary career. Welcome to the stage, Adam Reed. Fantastic.
Oh, I'm excited for next month already. Get me in there. Let me have a break first. Then get me straight back in.
Yeah, listen, we've got a month to calm down after that one before we get racing again. But wow, what an end to a day. Let's run you through the top 10 in that one then. Guy Cunnington, Lewis Gilbert and Archie Walker, your top 3 who will get lots of championship points for their efforts and also a little trophy to take home with them this evening. Jack Lilly and Lucas Ellingham finalised the top 5 with Joshua Graham, Tyler Harris, Gustav Suzakos, Brandon Klein-Nagelvort and Spencer Brown. Your top 10 there in the senior Rotax A final. But what a start to the year of racing here for the Whilton Kart Club in 2024.